I think we all want to finish a fight instantly, right? Well, back in the good old days, all we really had to worry about was getting punched up. Now we seem to have some form of prison assassination techniques, knife assassination techniques, along with an assortment of military, tactical, armor-piercing weapons and rounds to deal with for home defense, of course. So I can understand why everybody wants to finish a conflict on the street quickly. My local shop had to close for a few days because the owner was beaten up so badly he couldn't open the shop. Now this wouldn't normally shock me, but the manager of the shop had, and wait for it, one bad leg that was not really working properly and bad eyesight. So the story goes, a man and woman pretended to be customers that had lost their money. The woman distracted the shopkeeper. I'm sure you get the picture. So basically, they kicked him up really badly. Now, we seem to all have this idea that a fight should be fair, and we think that it will be fair. Well, I can tell you that nothing is further from the truth. I don't think I've ever seen a fair fight. People just do not fight fair, full stop. So if the bad guys ain't gonna fight fair, then we're not gonna fight fair either. And a spoiler alert, if you keep hitting vital points, they will fail. I'm going to say this again, just in case you missed it. If you keep hitting vital points on the body, they will fail and the body will fail. Don't forget that. Now, not punching in Aikido, I mean, I've heard this more times than I can remember. People saying, well, you just don't punch in Aikido. There's no punching in Aikido, which just is not true at all. Now, martial arts are martial arts, and Aikido is a scaffolding and it is a framework, and it does have some techniques, but that is only a framework, and it's a framework for you to practice the art form and for you to understand the principles. But things like there's no kicking in Aikido and there's no punching is just absolute nonsense. When you're working on the street, when you're fighting, you use everything that you possibly can, really. And so, I mean, it's just crazy to think that you wouldn't even have a look at these assets. What do you think?
Well, yeah, I think definitely you need to punch, you need to kick. At the end of the day, Aikido is quite a niche martial arts, and if you're in a street fight with somebody, believe me, they're going to punch and they're going to kick. So you may have to retaliate in the same way. You wouldn't just rely on Aikido techniques as well. The techniques are much more effective if you do implement some sort of strike to just disorientate your attacker.
Which then leads us to the issue of then you actually need to practice these. Even a basic level of practice in terms of as you punch, move the body forward and just punch. You know, you can extend right out. I personally like to just leave a little bit of latitude, okay? But you're gonna have to do some practice, because if you don't practice and you don't actually do some punches, when you actually need to punch, you're not gonna be able to do it. Or you're gonna do some type of feeble punch, or you're gonna be angling in the wrong way or something. And you can break your wrist if you actually punch at an angle that isn't how you should be punching. So you need to have a look at these things. So the second thing is that where you're going to punch. Now, you really need to understand the weak points of the body in terms of when you punch, is it actually going to do something? Because you can be punching on people like for 10 minutes and it just really will not do anything. And the whole purpose of a street fight is that you just get it done and dusted and over as quickly as possible.
But what if like me, you don't have any weak points? That wasn't a joke.
God damn. Okay, number one is the solar plexus, okay, which is, okay, I'll show you on me, which is just at the top of the triangle of your rib cage, okay, which is here. So, you know, you hit here, okay, and well, you tell me, what happens when you hit here?
Well, you just get winded. Well, the average person gets winded. I'll send it back here.
So, okay, bang, winded here, okay. Once again, we're not looking at the detail of how to punch here because I just want to show you like where to punch. But I mean, once again, with all movements, with everything that we do, okay, it's the body movement forward. So if I'm punching, okay, I don't want to just use the power of my arm. I basically want to use the power of everything. So the whole weight of my body moves forward. Okay, so I'm aiming for that triangle, bang, right in there. Okay, number two, ribs, right at the end. They call them the floating ribs. And I mean, a couple of times I've kind of hit myself by mistake or I've kind of nudged it and it actually does really hurt. So that again, and why would you do that? I don't know, maybe for example, let's just say, okay, let's say we're here and let's just say, I don't know, as you has me in some type of headlock here, bang, 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 okay? This side section here, this is going to really mess people up. So it's a perfect place to hit. Okay, that's my number two recommendation. My number three, okay, and this is probably the most simplest. Okay, navel, belly button. Okay, right, bang, you hit them right here. It's right in the middle. You just bang, you hit that. Take it from me. If you're not ready for that, okay, it will just knock the wind out of you and it will stop you in your tracks completely. I mean, I've been winded a couple of times and trust me, I hate that. I mean, it just knocks me out for, well, it knocks me out for half a day, really. I get winded, that's it. I'm not getting up. I'm lying down for the rest of the day. You saying that?
Well, you know, that's you, you know. Me, I'm different.
Perfect. Okay, you're here, you're right, it's big thing, whatever's going on. Say as you do some type of swing, block here, look, boom. Okay. And what will happen is that it will give you time. Okay, that's really what this is about. This is really about time, giving you time to do something else, to do another move, or to get out of the situation, because we are talking about really street fighting. That's what we're talking about. Now, a disclaimer here. All of these strikes, okay, should only be done in an absolute dire situation. These aren't things that you just use just because you feel like, because they will injure and damage people. Okay, so absolutely do not use these unless you absolutely have to. Yaz, what do you think about that?
Yeah, look, they say like a good strike, you know, is very effective, especially that one to the liver. You know, if you deliver that fist to the liver, will make a man quiver and shiver, and he'll never forgive you.
You see, I told you. We had to have a speech rehearsal there.
You know, you got to look out for the vital organs, and here, strike someone's vital organs, You know, only if it's absolutely necessary. If not, you can cause some serious damage. Unless you try to hit me.
Now, in conclusion, nobody fights fair, full stop. So don't expect it. Look for any advantage you can. And when you have found that weakness, or if you have created a weakness, keep hitting it and it will collapse along with the person behind it. I know it's not fair. I know. Anyway, remember, enjoy your training. Okay, if you're not enjoying it, then you need to be rethinking that, because you need to be enjoying your training. And I will see you on the next Aikidoflow video. Get it.